All right, so we're doing elimination method guided, and we're going to do 4 examples together. So they're giving us a system of equations to solve, and we're just going to do it step by step guided here on these 4 examples. So here we have our 2 examples: x plus y equals 0 and x plus 9y equals negative 48. They've already set it up for us. And what we want to do is multiply one or both of the equations by something so we could use the elimination method. So any suggestions? Jaime?
Multiply the top one by -1.
We could do that. Let's multiply the top one by -1. Oh, and I guess we have to multiply, since the bottom one we're not going to multiply, we don't want it to change, we'll multiply that by 1. Okay? And then that's going to be negative x plus x here. Right? We have opposites, which is what we wanted for x. And then we have negative 9, negative y, and 9. That's going to be how much? 8y. And then over here we would get 0, negative 48, so negative 48. And let's try. And if we did that correctly, it lets us move on. So now we can actually figure out what y is. We have 8y equals negative 48. So if we divide both sides by 8, what would we get here for y? Negative 6. Let's try it. Okay. So the last thing they want us to do is use one of our, looks like they're asking us to use one of our original equations. So, and the fact that y equals negative 6, so that we could figure out x. So if we could do that math real quickly, we've got what? X plus negative 6 equals 0. So what does x have to be? If we have x plus y, right? I'm using this equation. Let me use my little tools here. What I could do is say text tool, x plus negative 6, which is what y is, equals 0. Just substitute it in. So what does x have to be there? 6. So 6 and negative 6. Let's try it. Okay. Submit. We're pretty sure. All right. First one is done. That one, all we had to do is multiply through by a -1. Take a look at the next one. The equations are 5x minus 2y equals 19 and negative x plus y equals 1. We want to multiply one or both of the equations by something so we can eliminate. So if we look, we got 5 and -1 here for x coefficients. So what are our options to eliminate x's? If I want to get rid of x, what can I multiply by? Times 5 on the bottom would give me -5, and 5x and -5x would be opposites and they would cancel. What would I need to do to get rid of y's instead? Times 2 on the bottom. So that would give me 2y. So we have a choice. Either multiply by 5 to get rid of x or by 2 to get rid of y. Which one? Smaller number. Let's go with 2. So if we do that, it changed. Do you see how the equation already changed here on the bottom? And so I could just, I guess I should put a 1 there just to say that it's not going to change. This is going to give me 3x. This makes 0. And 19 and 12, 19 and 2 makes what? 21. Let's try it. So now, what does x have to be if I have 3x equals 21?
7.
Let's do 7. Okay. So now we have x is 7, and we could substitute in to the first equation or the second equation to figure out y. Which one should we use? The first equation or the second equation? Second one. I'm not a fan of that first one. If I gotta pick one, I pick this one. So let's see, x is 7. So negative x would be negative 7. And then plus y equals negative 1. So can we figure out what y is from that? Remember, add 7 to both sides to cancel that. So if I do a plus 7 here and a plus 7 there, I think it would be 6, guys.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah. You can always, yeah.
Wait. Oh, wait, it's a regular one, not a regular
Oh, it's a regular one. My mistake.
8.
Okay, it would be 8.
So it's 7, 8.
7 comma 8. Try. Okay.
Are they all kinded?
Yes. So basically, we're just doing the work we would normally do, but on here. So we have 7, 8. Okay. Let's try the next one. All right, so we've got negative 2 and 7 for x and negative 4 and 5 for y. So if I want to get rid of, let's say, x's, what's the least common multiple between 2 and 7? What number do 2 and 7 both go into? 14. So I think we have to multiply both of them, right? 7 on the top equation, 2 on the bottom equation. Okay. That's one option. What's the least common multiple between 4 and 5? 20. 20 is the number, smallest number they both divide into. So again, we would have to multiply, to turn 4 into a 20, we multiply by 5. To turn 5 into a 20, we would multiply by 4. So do we want to multiply with 2 and 7 or 4 and 5? 2 and 7. Okay, let's do it. So that means on the top we multiply by, well, we want negative 14, right? So this would have to be 7. And here we want positive 14, so that would be 2. I love that it already does the calculations there for us. So let's see, this becomes 0. Negative 28 plus 10 is, what do we get here? Negative 18. And then we have to add negative 56 and negative 90. Okay, let's try. Okay, that works out. And then we have negative 18y equals negative 90. 5. Oops, 5, not 6. Let's try. That's correct. Okay, so now we have to figure out what x is. So I think we'll use if you guys are okay with it, let's use this equation. It's a little smaller. We're going to replace y with 5. Okay? So I'm going to use that equation. Let's see what I would get. Negative 2x minus, I'm multiplying 4 times 5, right? Equals negative 8. Now I just got to solve that equation. So first I'll get rid of this negative 20 by adding 20 on both sides. So that would give me negative 2x equals 12. And then divide by negative 2, x is going to equal negative 6. Let's try it. Does it work? So let's try negative 6, 5. X is negative 6. Y is 5. Try. Well, let us get this far. Let's see if it gives us the answer. Okay. So the answer here was negative 6, 5. Last one. Okay. So we've got negative 2 and negative 3. So what's the least common multiple between 2 and 3? 6. So we need 6's here if we want to get rid of x. And the thing is, one of them has to be negative when we multiply through, because right now they're both negative and we want to switch one of them to a positive. What's the least common multiple between 4 and 3? 12. So again, we would multiply by 3 and 4. So do we want to make 6's or do we want to make 12's is the question. 6? Okay. So that means this is 3 and this is 2, but one of them has to be negative. Which one do you want to make negative? Negative 3, let's do it. So that gives us this option. So 6x and negative 6x makes 0x, that's what we want. 12 and negative 6 makes 6y. How about 78 and negative 20? Huh? 54.
Oh, wait.
Okay. So what is y going to be? Let's try. Okay. So this is what we got. So we can use the first equation or the second equation. This one's a little bit smaller. Let's give that one a try. So we're going to replace y with 9. So let's do it. So negative 3x, negative 3x, and then we're going to multiply negative 3, this minus 3, with 9. So that's minus 27 equals 12. Okay, so this is what we got now. And we want to get rid of this minus 27 by adding 27 on both sides. So we get negative 3x. And well, we have, oh, that's negative, ooh, I messed up, didn't I? This minus 12. Let's try again. Negative 3x equals 15. And then let's divide by -3. What do we get for x? -5? Let's try that. Oops. Ah. How rude. One second. Hold on. Making me, yes. Yeah. Well, we got through the whole thing, so I'm sorry about that at the end. But this one thing I'm not liking about this tool here is it keeps on asking you to rate it, and then it kicked me out because I didn't. Okay. So I'll leave you to the rest of this.